I think that's how we did it last time. Okay. I think we're live. I think. Okay. Whoa. I think this is working. I don't know. You guys have to let me know. Is this working? Is it working? We are. Okay, we are officially live. All right. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh my gosh. So, I needed to take a break from social for a couple of days. And not for any, anything crazy strenuous or whatever. It was strictly because we had so much crap we had to get done. Here, that we had to just take some time away from everything. Got everything finally moved in. The last couple things that are left in the RV, we're gonna get those things. I'm probably gonna get all the rest of that tonight. It's not a bunch. It's just, I think I have a couple things left in the bathroom. Hi, Yosef. And I have the last couple things that are under the bench. Everything else is over here. So all the food, all the dishes, everything else that was in the RV is over here. And so now all we have to do is just kind of do the last bit of cleanup, and then I'm going to store Taylor's stuff in there. So we got a couple more things in here that got to go down there. By the way, the puppers are sleeping. Well, you got Danny and Tonks here. What you can't see off camera is Winnie Bear and Godric are kenneled as well. The only reason why everybody's in their beds right now is because between Danny and Winnie Bear, Danny and Winnie Bear dug a massive hole. So now we have to patch that in the yard. So even though they can come up and down the stairs, they have I keep doing that, but right over here, the dog door, right? So we have the dog door. They go in and out whenever they want. However, Danny and Winnie Bear will go outside and spend quite a bit of time out there, and we were like, what are they doing? And so I was trying to get dishes done yesterday, and we went outside, and they were gone. And I was like, what the heck? And we found that they dug right where the fence latches to the, the swinging fence, where it kind of has that little small opening. It's literally an opening big enough that Winnie Bear can fit, this part of her face through, but not her ears. So they put that spot, and they dug a hole right underneath that, so they were able to squeeze underneath that spot. So now we've got to go out there, and we're going to have to put a runner along the bottom of the fence line. So if they dig, they're just going to dig into the runner and not the actual, won't be able to dig into the dirt. So that's what we're going to do today. But I have to wait till this evening because Sarah's at work right now, and I'm going to open up. This is so bad for me, and I don't want to hear nobody coming at me. Your birthday's on Saturday. Well, happy early birthday, because I don't know if I'll be on that day. But if I am on that day, then we'll say happy birthday that day too. My birthday's this month too. My birthday's on the 20th. This stuff is so bad for you. I can smell how bad it is for you. And so is this, but I am drinking a low carb one this time. But I know I don't want nobody atting me. I've been busting my tail, and I am starving right now, and I really don't feel like cooking in this heat. And all I've got left is eggs and stuff to cook. Why is that literally the slimiest thing? Why? Sarah's like, Mom, you should try one of these. They're really good. They're super slimy. Why is it slimy like that? Is it meant to be like that? Is that from the... I don't eat these things. I don't know. Why is it so slimy? I don't like that. It's really... Right? No judgment here. It's damn food. For Christ's sake. Right? Yeah, no. I'm super, I don't eat a lot of, junk food or what I would consider junk food, stuff like that. And I know it's a breakfast thing or whatever, but it's so loaded with so many bad things for you. There's so many preservatives in it and, sugars and just really bad stuff for you. But Sarah's like, every now and again, Mom, you need something that's going to be, it's okay to have a junk food here and there. And I was like, this morning, I'm up for it. I've been working my tail off. I've been eating eggs with my oatmeal every morning because I don't have, I'm just not going to go through the trouble right now with making overnight oats. So we finally did. If you guys can, I keep doing that the wrong way. See that little thing right there in the background? That's the air conditioner. We have the air conditioner there, and we have another one right here. So between the two of them, we finally have the house cooled off. Finally. We've been living with the house temperature hitting 103 inside the house. And it's been literal death, you know, it's just been horrible. Oh, chicken Alfredo is so good. See, now I wouldn't eat it with peas in it, but yeah. Hi, Leslie, how are you? So I got a story to tell you guys. And she's so big. She is so big. That kennel is huge, by the way. So if you guys are wondering that the two of them are laying in there together, the thing is massive. It's big enough for a Great Dane. So, like, we ended up getting the biggest one. So that thing is huge. So just in case anybody's wondering, it's a massive kennel, big enough for a Great Dane. I love eggs. Like, I really love eggs. They're so good. Why is my knee so sore? I know why it's sore. I shouldn't even ask that. It's called taking the stairs over and over and over again is why. So I got extremely lucky and super blessed. I walked into a pole today. Okay, Joseph, don't text and walk at the same time. It's just as bad as texting and driving. There was a young lady that actually got hit by a car because she was texting and walking and walked out in front of, like, off the thing and into traffic. Another young lady was walking up in Lake Havasu, and she was texting and walking, and her foot fell through a storm grate thing, got herself lodged in there, had to have the paramedic, I had to have the fire department come cut her leg out of the grate. And when they finally got her free and stuff, she was fine. She didn't need any medical attention. She didn't break anything. She walked off, and as she walked off, she started texting again. So apparently she did not learn her lesson. She's literally a spaz. She hasn't been to sleep yet. She did not sleep last night, and she has not slept yet today. So don't ask what she's doing. She's doing Danny. So Tonks is like, will you stop it? She does, like, she is such a brat. He's the only one I would actually trust out of the kennel right now, but Danny is just being insane. I'm gonna go let him out. Hold on, guys. Let me go let Tonks out, so that way he's not being run over by her. Come here, mister. You want to come over? She can stay. No, you're staying in there because you know how to stay in the yard. There you go, bud. Your dad needed something? Yeah. So Danny can just stay in there. She's so big. You guys, she's such a big pup. Now, believe it or not, she's only 6 months. She's only 6 months old. It's now June. So, or no, it's July. So she'll be 7 months this month. She's born in December. So she is a big puppy. That is a big puppy right there. But anyway, you guys, as I was saying, so I got really blessed this week. It's been 2 days. This will be day 2 that we've had these. So we'll see how it works out today. But a friend of mine that I met through YouTube, she ended up contacting me after some stuff happened, and I'll explain what happened after. Shania, hi! But anyway, she ended up contacting me, and she said, look, we've got all the, we got the AC and stuff done up at our place and whatnot, and we do have a mobile air conditioner. Like, we have one of the mobile units, the portable, not mobile, the portable units. Why don't you come up here and get that? Hi, Dustin! And I said, are you, like, seriously? Like, that would mean the world to me. She's like, it's yours, come and get it. So I went up there, and now I'll tell you why she reached out. So I've told you guys, as you guys know, when we lived in the RV, the AC in the RV broke. So we went through a bunch of different avenues. Oh my God, this is horrible. How are you supposed to eat this thing? We went through a bunch of different avenues because we needed air conditioning. So we finally got the AC unit that I did get for the RV. It's made for a 300 square foot area, right? And the RV is 230, a little over 230. So it's supposed to be sufficient enough. Now, the RV is not insulated because it's an RV. Now, you can't insulate RVs, but the older RVs are not insulated. So Barbara's not insulated. And that thing worked so hard to keep it cooled off in there. And even at the hottest peak of the day, we were still sweating so bad in there. So this thing is working extra hard in this 937 square foot space. There's just not enough. That thing's not meant to produce enough air for this space. So it just wasn't. They said hi, Tom. Everybody's saying hi to you. So anyway, everybody knowing that we have been struggling, we reached out online trying to see if anybody had one, for a really decent price, whatnot. Still wasn't getting any luck there. I went through and tried to get a Home Depot card so that I could get it and then make payments. That didn't work. I checked at several of the other rent-to-own places to see if we could find one that we could get from them, and nobody had any. The ones that were available was going to cost us more than it would have cost us just to go buy one at the store for just a monthly payment. So it was just we went through everything. We went through all the different charity places here, all that kind of stuff. Nothing. So I said, you know what? We've been in here. It's been a couple of weeks. We need to get an air conditioner. So my dumb self decided I'm going to go ahead and just do a GoFundMe. After talking with a couple friends and some family, they were like, yeah, set it up. Because that way we can all kind of help pitch in, right? So I set it up. And I set it up, and one of the steps in setting it up is posting it to your social media to get people aware. Now, I won't post it. The way my stuff is set up, my Facebook is private, so I had to take that and put it on there privately. So the only place that I could post it right from the start would be Twitter. So it went on to Twitter. Now, while I was finishing setting it and getting the tag and everything else set up so I can put it on my Instagram and over on my Facebook page, in that 10-minute window, my GoFundMe account got hit with really nasty comments. Really nasty. Because you can leave a comment on there wishing you the best, or hey, I wasn't able to donate but I'm able to share it, stuff like that. People ask questions or whatever. We got some really disgusting comments on there within a 10-minute window, talking about how us fat cows, we could sweat it out a bit. This might do Sarah some good. Called her a fat ass and said that she could use with a good bit of sweating. Maybe her fat ass will lose some weight instead of, and this was the comments we received. This was the nastiness on my actual GoFundMe page. So I went through there trying to figure out, how do you delete these? How do you take these off of there? Because we didn't want that as the first things people see when they first come to the page. I couldn't. I couldn't get them off of there. I couldn't figure out how you were supposed to take those nasty things away. So we ended up just pulling the page. So I pulled it down, and I was angry. I was really angry, because that's the last thing you want people to see when they come onto your GoFundMe or any charity thing for that matter, is just a chunk of just nastiness. It was about 10 or 11 comments. I think it was 11 comments that were just horrible. And the wording, this is what I don't understand. if you're going to create, yeah, you can have that comment on there. Just assholes, they need to leave. Hold on. Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Joseph. So I was super, super angry, right, when it happened. And so I yanked the GoFundMe page. And the thing is, when you read people's comments, okay, and like I said, it didn't make me angry what they said, because fuck them, whatever, right? Pardon my language, but they can go screw off. What angered me was the fact that that was going to be the first things that anybody would see when they came onto the page, other than my explanation of what we were trying to get an air conditioner for. And what angered me was the fact that it wasn't 11 different people. This was more than likely a group of 3 people that had, I know one of them on there is someone who has 2 separate accounts that harasses us on YouTube as well. So, hi hater. Because I know they're watching this too. And they're probably going to try to say something, and their comment won't get seen by anybody because, you know, it'll be sitting inside the held for review box, because all comments are held for review. Even your guys' comments. So if your comment shows up on the YouTube channel, it's because I approved it. But the fact being is, if my daughter was to go on the GoFundMe page and to, you know, go see how things were going or whatever, those were going to be the very first things she would have seen. If my family was to come onto the GoFundMe page as I released it, that was going to be the first things they were going to see, was somebody bashing their niece, their friend, their daughter, their granddaughter, whatever the case might be, and their, you know, and Sarah, like they were going to see all of that being said right from the start. And I've been just holding this whole time. Can you tell how much, like, I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat it? Because I don't, like... You guys, I've just been holding this. Yeah. Thanks for the view. Thanks for the, you know, monetizing of my video. Stick around, it helps. Like I said, I could care less what they're spewing, right? Because I know who Sarah and I are. And I know, one, I'm not a fat ass. And if I was fat, so freaking what? You know what I mean? So my daughter's on the thick side. Okay? She's a fat girl. Who freaking cares? What does her outward image have to do with anything? She is one of the most kind-hearted people, one of the hardest workers you'll ever freaking meet. That girl slayed 11 straight days of employment, 11 freaking days on the job, without a single day off. Busted her rear end, had her 2 days off, went back and busted out another week's worth of work. That girl is killing it out there. And so what? She's big. But you know what? She's not big because she's lazy. She's not big because she eats too much. She's not big because of what she eats. She's big because she has a medical condition. She's big because the doctors put her on freaking medication that ballooned her up. If you watch the vlogs back, you'll see that actually happen in front of your face. She was always a very thin, trim young lady until she had the seizures, until they started. So, you know, who gives a crap? And so, anyway, either way, I just thought it was super, like, that part of it doesn't bother me. Like I said, what bothered me was the fact that they did that on our GoFundMe page within a 10-minute window of it being launched. What are you doing with your life that you are watching my Twitter feed so closely? Because like I said, this was when it didn't go anywhere else. Hold on, Yosef. Hold on. There we go. I have to approve certain comments because there's certain things that are blocked. It's like the other day. Oh yeah. Okay, this is really, really gross. I've literally taken that little bite out of it. And there's still this much of it. How? It doesn't taste good. I know I need to eat though, and I don't want to go and cook eggs because I don't want to heat it up in here. Okay. I can't. Sarah's going to be so mad at me for not eating. But I can't. I can't, you guys. That is so gross. And it's got like a weird, like literally it's like something's like coated the inside of my mouth. I can't. What is on that is doing that? Does anybody else eat these honey buns? Why is it like coating the inside of my mouth? Thank you, Leslie. So anywho, after that happened, okay, and I think here, and I'm gonna spill the beans on myself. So this was my response. I'm not even kidding. I was so angry, not at what they said. I'm gonna be clear about that. I'm gonna say that 100 times. Care less about what they said. The fact that they said it on our GoFundMe page is what ticked me off. That was the first thing that people were gonna see, and the fact that they raided my freaking GoFundMe page within minutes of it going up. So I was ticked off, right? I was fuming. Pulled the page down, and I posted about how I freaking hate humans. And I do. Honestly, guys. Like, and I don't mean that it's not directed at any, like, you guys, because there are great humans out there. You know, and everybody knows that. So when somebody makes a blanket statement like, I hate humans, it's a very wide term, because there is a chunk of humanity that I absolutely despise. I hate people who sit behind their keyboards with nothing better to do with themselves than to be hateful, mean, and deceitful online, right? There's no need for that. I don't understand what they're gaining from it. Like, what exactly are they putting forward that they're gaining by doing that? And oh my god, my mouth is coated with this crap, and it tastes so gross. So I don't understand like what their goal is in doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how you can sit behind a keyboard at a computer, type nasty, mean things at someone, and be okay with yourself at the end of the day. Like, what if somebody said those things to your daughter? What if somebody said those things to your mom? What if somebody said those things to your best friend or your auntie or, you know, your grandchild, for that matter? What if somebody said those things to those people in your life? And I'm directing it at the female aspect, because this is where these are directed. They're not directed. Nobody ever in our comments, nobody who's ever been hateful has ever directed a nasty comment at my son. Ever. Like, never. And what gets me, oh yeah, I think any of us can be, Dustin. Absolutely. But what I don't understand is how they've always, from the very beginning, it didn't start being directed at me. It started off people being directly rude and obnoxious at Sarah, which I've yet to figure out why they targeted my teenage daughter, my 13, 14-year-old daughter. And then as they weren't getting anywhere, because of course I was monitoring the messages coming in, then they started directing crap at me, which I could care less, whatever. I know who I am, and I know, for one, I'm a great mom. I've done amazing as a mom with my kids. My two humans are two amazing humans. My son is in the military. He is serving this country so that you have the freedom to sit behind your stupid keyboard and make nasty comments to his mom and his sister. I served in the military so that you could sit back behind that keyboard and make nasty comments and stuff to me and my daughter. And here's my daughter out there, even with epilepsy and even with the other medical issues she's got going on, and she's busting her tail, working every single day inside of stores where people are coming in without wearing masks, being disrespectful, and not staying home when they need to, and not actually coming out for necessities, but just to come browse through the store because they're bored at home. My daughter's risking herself with COVID every single freaking day working in that store. But you know what? I know I raised them right. It's that simple. Yeah, see, exactly. Exactly. Very, very protective of friends and stuff. I don't really have too many friends, like outwardly, like in person, so to speak. So, yeah, my Bubba's slaying right here next to me. But I think I was fuming, and I had just, like, the worst part was is I had literally just released the GoFundMe over to Facebook and immediately went over and pulled it, and somebody was like, wait, what the heck? Didn't you just post your GoFundMe? And I was like, don't worry about it. It's gone. And I went on a rant on Facebook about how, people just need to learn to take a step out of their own freaking skin for a minute and look at the world and look at what people are going through and what people are struggling with. And when somebody is in genuine struggle and they're coming forward and saying, hey, look, I've tried all of these avenues. I really need assistance right now. I really do. And you get berated and you get torn down or attempted to be torn down, and you get just horrible, horrible things on your thing. It's like, why would you do that to somebody who is actually reaching out in genuine need? In genuine need. It was 103 degrees inside of our house. It was 115 degrees outside. Today will be 113 degrees outside. Thank God we finally have an air conditioner. My friend Debbie came on to my Facebook account and to my messenger, and she said, come and get this AC unit. We're going to pull it out and make sure it's working, but it's yours. Come and get it. She tested it out. It works. It is made for a 500 square foot space. Mine is made for a 300. Between the two, that covers 800. Okay, so it's not like beautifully ice cold in here, but is it more livable? Absolutely. Our temperature got in here, the highest it got in here yesterday was 92 degrees. Okay, so I know a lot of you are going to be going, 92? Okay, for me, 92 is perfectly comfortable. We can live in 92 degrees because it gets to 120 plus degrees outside. 92 on the inside of your house ain't nothing, especially when your winters only get to like 60 and 70 degrees. So 90 is a beautiful, comfortable, like fall weather for us, where everybody else is like, ooh, 70 degrees. This is perfect. For me, I'd be like, 70 degrees, where the frick is a sweater? I need a sweater. So 92 for us is comfortable. It's livable. We can sustain with 92. 103 though, come on. When it starts hitting 103 in your house and you're sweating, come on. So, Yosef, you need to hold on to yours. I know what you told us last week, so you need to hold on to your money. But my landlord, thank God, my pops, he is supposed to be bringing us another one of these portables. He had one set up for his dog's kennel, but she won't even use it. She absolutely hates the sound of it. So he said he's going to bring the other one up here. So we'll at least be able to actually finally put the wall up for Sarah and I. So we can put one in each window, so it'll cool each room, and then the big one will stay over there for the living room, kitchen area. But she's actually asleep. Oh my God, you guys. Whoop, whoop. Oh, wait, where's my finger? She's sleeping. She's sleeping. Look at that belly. Pookie, 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 pookie. She's got a big belly. Okay, but we're already going to have one. So we've already got that part situated, right? So we don't need it. We've got that one there, and then we've got this one, and then the third one will be here, and we'll be able to have one in each room to keep our rooms cool. And then that, which is going to be great because our rooms, once the walls are up, the rooms are only going to be about, let's see, when we cut this off in half, that makes it roughly a 400 square foot space, because that's about 500 over there. It's about 400 square. Our rooms are about 200 square foot each, roughly. The AC units are meant, the two that we're going to have back here are going to be meant for a 300 square foot space. So they'll be ample enough to keep both bedrooms nice and cool. And then to top that off, we'll have the big one over there is meant for a 500 square foot area. And so if we just adjust the wall a little bit, we can kind of cut that down to about 450 square feet and make the rooms maybe a little bit larger at about 210 to or so square footage. But yeah, so we'll wiggle it around to figure it out. Just like I still haven't figured out exactly how I want my kitchen set up yet. In all honesty, I would love for my kitchen area to be in this back corner right here, because that over there is where the piping is for the bathroom, which is where we can tap into to put the sink in, which would be great. However, we have to look at the fact that there is no outlets on this wall over here. Well, there is, but they don't work because remember I told you guys we have a little mouse issue down in, like, we live in a high desert area. We're up in the mountains. So it looks like we may have an issue where the mice have chewed through that main line that brings electricity to that side of the house. So that's a fun one. And I don't think I told you guys what happened. No, I haven't told you guys what happened the other night. I'll tell you guys in a minute. But yeah, so I was pissed. Like, pissed. I even had an amazing human reach out to me. And then I went ahead and let him know, don't worry about it. And I'm not going to name names. Okay. But I had reached out on Discord to ask him where would be a great place, because I always go to him for advice, because he's always got such great advice and such great stuff when it comes to social media and like YouTubing and with my Twitch channel. He's just usually got some really, really good sound advice. And so I reached out to ask him where would be some great places to get this seen. He said, well, definitely not on Discord, because we don't do that, because, you know, there are people that do make GoFundMes for really shady crap, like for a new PC or whatnot. Those are things that aren't a necessity. So he doesn't, and I was like, no, that's fine. I'm not asking to share it here in Discord, because I wouldn't do that to him. But where would be some great places? So he gave me some advice on a couple of spots, and he said, but go ahead and send me your link personally. Because he goes, I know that you're not posting anything out of malice, so please send me the link. So I sent him the link, and he was out camping, so I don't think he saw, thank goodness, because if he clicks on it now, it would be already gone. But I ended up messaging him probably an hour after I sent it to him to tell him that I had pulled it and that not to worry about it, because, you know, it was just not worth the hassle and the struggle and the hate-filled crap that was on there. And I could not figure out how to edit out the comments. If I could have figured out how to edit out the comments, I would have, and I would have left the page up. But I have a feeling that I would have literally had to keep it open all day long to monitor it to keep those comments off of it, which isn't worth it when you've got things you have to do. So it was just so not worth it. I was like, Sarah and I will just sweat it out. We'll just deal with it. And then we got reached out to by my friend Debbie, and she said she had that unit, which she's an angel. I'm not even kidding. This woman is going through something absolutely horrible. And, you know, like, and I hate that good people go through such devastating things. And she is literally one of the kindest, sweetest, like, literally amazing humans. Like, I don't think there's a mean or evil or a horrible bone in her body. And she is just literally one of the most giving and caring people. And she reached out and she offered us the AC unit she had already. And then on top of that, not even just that, on top of that, she was like, well, I'm still looking over here on the one website, because they have some window units. And if we can get the one that we're looking at, we're going to get it for you guys. And I'm like, this is sufficient right here. This is fine. You don't need to do that. But that is how caring she was. And I had already been reaching out on Facebook and stuff, trying to find anybody with an AC unit. Anybody with an AC unit, anybody that could help us out. And nobody was available. But I know that she's going through stuff and she's really ill. And I knew that more than likely she hadn't seen the post And Facebook's really weird about certain posts and how you see your timeline. And so she's got quite a chunk of people. Oh, thank you, Dustin. Actually, I get, believe it or not, this is going to sound so stuck up. People tell me that crap all the time. That doesn't mean I really believe it, but thank you. Oh my gosh, my eyebrows are having their own attitude today. What little bit I've got anyway. Like, I have like no hair on parts of my eyebrow, and it drives me crazy. I've got like blank spaces. And this mop is having its own issue. Like, why can't my hair just either decide to be curly or flat? Why does it have to be some curly, some flat, some like, I've got, like, let's see if I can do it. Let's see. All this is so curly, it won't stay up in there. Like, this is all like kinky, curly little spirals. And I can't do anything with it because all of this is just curls. It's so horrible. I hate it. You had someone take your old AC unit? Yeah. It's just crazy though. Like, to me, it's so crazy. And my shorts are having a whole nother issue. What is wrong with you? Why are you rolling? It's because they're exercise shorts. And when you sit down with exercise shorts on and you've got thighs, they roll, which is fun. Oh, and you guys, can I just say, I'm gonna do a PSA for well in advance for the coming holidays that will be spent at home. If you have dogs, or your neighbors have dogs or whatnot, could you be a little more considerate with the fireworks, please? Tonks is 8.5 years old, right? Never once has this dog ever been afraid of a firework. Never. I mean, my gosh, he's gone with me when I've gone shooting. Never a flinch. Have I tried what? But because they canceled 4th of July, which I could care less about that anyway. We never really go to those events anyway. Everyone decided to buy fireworks. Not little firecrackers, not little poppers, not little streamers. Fireworks. The big, huge, shoot up in the sky, boom over your head kind of fireworks. Like the big ones that you do at the shows. Have you tried using a flat iron? Oh yeah, but I have to be careful. I have really, really, really thin hair. I have a lot of hair, but very thin hair. And a flat iron breaks my hair. It bakes it. I used to flat iron it all the time. But now that my hair is really long, like it's really long. When I let it out of the ponytail, because it's high up on my head. When I let it out of the ponytail, it's at almost at my waist. And so I pull it up in a high ponytail so that it's, like I said, I can pull it over my shoulder and it's already here. When I let it out, it comes down to here when I pull it to the front. My hair is really long now, so I'm trying to be very, very ginger and caring of my hair. I try not to do any heat use on it, so yeah. But anywho, it was loud, very, very loud. So loud that my poor Tonks, my poor old boy, was shaking. He was shaking and he peed all over himself out of fear. Now, we had our dogs inside because I always, on any kind of holiday like that, the day before on the 3rd is when they started kind of setting off fireworks and firecrackers and stuff, so it started small. But I could tell the dogs were getting agitated, so I brought them in. But then the night of the 4th, it was so loud because right next to us, like 3 houses over, which we have good yard space between us, but 3 houses over, they were setting them off in succession, right? So they had like a timed thing. And it was loud, and it was so strong that it was shaking the house. Because we're on top of a 3-car garage, which is a hollow unit. And we're on up here, which is also a hollow unit because there's no walls. So the whole place was just rattling. And it, like, the other 3 were fine. Winnie Bear, Godric, and which I'm shocked that Godric was fine. And Danny were totally fine. They would look over when they heard the bang, but Tonks was not okay. So I put the thunder coat on him and put him inside the kennel, because he got to the point he was pacing and he was drooling all over himself. He was panicking. So I put him in the kennel with the thunder coat on, gave him some CBD, and he laid down finally. But we sat outside. Sarah and I went out and sat outside because I wanted to see like how things were going. Well, finally, the winds picked up, right? And our neighbors that were setting off the big fireworks set off a long row in succession, right? So because they were doing a whole show, but they lit it up, and they had it lined up down the street, and the things went off, but the wind was blowing in one direction, and it grabbed all the embers out and just went right off into their house and the neighbor's house. Well, it wasn't even the house that was the problem. It caught the palm trees that were there that have not been, what's going on, Leslie? Tell me. The palm trees that haven't been maintained in a while. So they got a lot of hot, like dry, brushy palms on there. So they caught the palm trees on fire, which 2 of the palm trees are set right up against the neighbor's house. So they had to call the fire department. So the fire department had to come out and, make sure that all the bits of fire were out, the embers were out. Pretty much put an end to their night of fireworks, which I'm pretty sure they still had a whole bunch more. But that was the end of that. The other neighbors that were setting off fireworks, they were like, when the winds would pick up, they would stop, right? The fireworks would stop. Then the winds would settle down and they would set off a few more. And then they would wait for a while. But the banging and all that went on until about 10:30 at night when the winds really picked up and then carried through the night, and everybody just pretty much stopped once the winds got that bad. Everybody was like, okay, time for the fireworks to stop. One, we live in the high desert. There's a lot of brush out here. Let's not cause any fires that are going to probably catch a house. So everybody kind of took a chill pill after that. But those guys down there, right down the hill from us, definitely got a rude awakening with setting their trees on fire. And of course they were setting off the big behemoths, like the big ones that you would see at the fireworks show, that when they go off, you feel it in your chest. Those were the kind they were setting off, and Tonks was not too happy about it. So that is the coolest thing. I wish I could show you guys, but I can't. I have where the dog door is. Okay, I'm looking at my TV screen is right here, right? The dog door in the like the reflection of the dog door is there, and right around the dog door is just, it steps out and it's just rainbows. Just bang, 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 all the way across. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so you guys, my mouth is still coated in whatever was on that donut. Or it's not even a donut. What is that thing? Like a cinnamon roll type thing? The honey bun? Yeah, it's like, I want to wipe it off, but I can't. I don't know what it is, but it like coated the inside of my mouth. And it tastes disgusting. So, yummy. But I did get cookies. Oatmeal cookies, because I don't know what it is about a good oatmeal cookie, but I like a good oatmeal cookie. And these are hard as rocks. I thought they were going to be softer, but oh well. We'll see. I'll probably do them with some almond milk. Someone's house exploded. Jesus. What? Did they have like a whole ton of fireworks sitting like in the garage or something? And something stupid happened and bye-bye house, bye-bye garage, bye-bye whatever area they had it in. By the way, guys, I do have these. If you guys are ever interested, let me know, because I will relaunch the the t-shirts. If you guys are interested. I'm not going to go through a whole launch again, whatnot. But when we sell these, by the way, when we do sell our merch, which way? There we go. When we do sell our merch, we do earn revenue from it. Like, we do earn something from it, which is always nice. So I was thinking about making some new merch. That would be these here, so these would get released again, but then making something with something that around the life's next steps, you know, something that would kind of pertain to that. I don't know. Lauren Wade, I agree with the fireworks. Yeah, Lauren. And hi, Lauren, by the way, welcome in. I didn't see you jump in here earlier. But yeah, so I would like to release more merch for you guys. No, Stretchy. Oh, jeez. Hear that tail hitting the ground? Is it Stretchy, Stretchy? Yeah, oh, the Stretchy. Big old boy. I try to get him to come up here. Come up here. Come up here. Come on. Come on. There you go. There's my boy. You say hi to everybody? Yeah? You say, where's your ears? You gotta show them your ears, though. You're not gonna show them your ears? Oh, goodness. But where's your ears at? I can't see them. You're not gonna show them? Okay. He said, hi, guys. He's a big boy right there. Look at that gray face, you guys. Look at this old man. Look at this old man. Oh, look at this old man right here. This old man. Oh, I love this old boy. Look at that old boy face. You're so cute. You're so cute. Oh, you shy? Are you camera shy? Yeah. I know. The mother and baby girl survived, but the father and the dog died. Oh, God, that's so sad. That is really sad. Hold on. I'm going to readjust this so we can see that handsome dude. Oh, my knee is super bothering me, you guys. I can't even explain it. Where is... Apparently it's not there. Oh, it's right there. I'm going to take some Tylenol. Actually, it's not even Tylenol, it's ibuprofen. Take some of this swelling out of my knee. I know why it's swollen. It's because I've been doing so much freaking work going up and down the damn stairs. Holy crud. The stairs are murder. I'm not even kidding you guys. And I'll tell you why. Right? Regular stairs, no problem. These here, they're shorter steps, right? So they're made to be shorter, so you have more steps, but they're not like deep like a regular staircase. So when you're stepping up, it's like these little tiny step ups. So my knees just don't like it for some reason. Is that the woman had just found out she was pregnant with a little girl, and I guess it was somebody that hit like a gas line or something. Oh my gosh. Are you so cute? Are you so cute? Yeah? Are you literally the cutest thing? Yeah? He knows it too. Are you the cutest boy? Are you the cutest boy? Yeah. You old man. Look at this old dude. Look at this old dude. Oh, it's a good boy. Oh, it's a good boy. Yeah. You're such a good boy. Yeah, look at that. Move that collar so I can scratch that neck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He said, Mom, scratch that where that collar sits. Oh, yeah. You are so cute. Oh, St. Bernard. I'm sorry, Caitlin. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's a rough one. We finally got Penny all set up here. Hold on. My shorts are really driving me crazy. it's these stupid, like, biking shorts, and they're driving me nuts. I should not have worn these today. But I don't have any other shorts that fit me anymore because I've lost even more weight, so none of my stuff fits. I need to go buy, I think I'm going into size 6s now. You guys want to see something? These are literally the cutest freaking shorts ever. And I got these. They were pretty penny for these. These were $45 for these stupid shorts. But they're so cute and so perfect and comfortable. However, they are now officially too big for me. These are so cute. This part here I have to iron again because they folded in the wash. But they're so cute. Like, these are so cute. But now they're too big. They're bigger than I am, like, wide width-wise. But they're so cute. These are from, if anybody's wondering, I think I'm going to do some, like, a lot of these need to go on the one website where I can sell them. These are by Stats Blue. They're really freaking awesome. But, yeah, I need to take these, and these are 99% cotton. Yeah. So, I need to take these. These are size 8, a women's size 8. But what does that even matter, right? Because women's sizes, you could buy a pair of size 8 jeans in one store and they'd be a size 10 in another, but a size 6 in another. Who knows? But anyway, so I need to go down a size because all of these are too big for me now. So I don't really have any kind of, like, shorts that fit me. And then I found my other bathing suit that I ordered forever ago that never fit right. Now I gotta sew this because I've lost more weight than what I needed to fit the bathing suit. And so now the top doesn't fit me. It's too big, like way too big. So now I need to sew this. But this is the top. You guys, how cute is this? Like, this is the top. So it goes around your neck area. It has the zipper down the front, and then this ties around your waist area. But now this area is too big. I don't fit it. Between, like, the neck area to my chest area, it's too big now, so the whole thing just, like, sags open. Took her to the hospital just to make sure she was okay, and the baby is okay. It's going good. Got a little bit more left. There's a small laceration on her head. Oh my God. That's sad. That's so sad, though, because, you know, a baby on the way and losing the father. And then to lose your pets on top of that, too. Like, pets help you get through a lot, believe it or not. But they really do. Like, having a pet with you through really tough times is definitely very, very helpful. Like this old man right here. I've had this dude with me for almost 9 years. Almost 9 years. So, yeah. His tail. So, watch this tail. He got that tail. Oh, look at that tail wag. Look at that tail wag. So, as you guys can tell, look at that smile. Look at that smile. Are you a happy boy? Yeah, I see that tail wagging. I do. You're a happy dude? Those ears. I love those ears. You have the cutest ears. Yeah. This old man right here. You're getting a second tattoo? Mm-hmm. What you getting done? I only have one tattoo. I don't plan on getting any more, ever. For the longest time, I wanted to get, like, tattoos with the kids' names. Mm-mm. You're an uncle now? Sweet. This old dude right here. You are such a good boy. He's the only one that I know I can let out into the yard and never have to worry about him going anywhere. Like, even if I had the gate completely open, he's not going anywhere. He'll come and check with me first before he does anything. He's such a good old boy. 80 pounds right here. 80 pounds of just pure muscle. Pure muscle and old gray hairs. You guys can't see on cameras, all the way up his face right here is all turning gray. So he's got gray hairs from his tips of his nose all the way up between his eyes. And then his beautiful mascara look has a bunch of white hairs in it now. So he's getting white around the eyes as well. So he is literally such a good dog. This is my dude right here. This is my dude right here. And he knows it too. Yep, him knows it, huh? You knows it. He's such a good boy, huh? Yeah. But he needs a bath so bad. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to mess with you with the bath. But you do need one. Yeah. You need a bath. Because you're very, very dirty. Oh, you got stuff in your eyeball. There you go. Good job. OG family member here. That's right. So, no. Careful. You're going to fall. You're going to fall right there, and then that's going to be a tight spot, and you're not going to be happy if you fall there. And he doesn't see as well as he used to, so he doesn't judge things the way he used to. So he's been known now to fall from places. He also sometimes misses like his direction of where he's going. So he's kind of run his shoulder into the dog door a couple times. If I open the regular door, he's run into the side of it trying to come through. So his depth perception and his peripheral is not the best anymore. So I can tell he's getting old. He also, I noticed the other night that when it starts to get cooler as it cools down for the night, he starts to kind of limp a bit, like he kind of walks with a bit of a limp. That face. I have to remember to make sure I don't forget to go get Sarah. I didn't forget last time, but she keeps going, don't forget me today. I didn't forget last time. I got home and I got cleaning and getting stuff done that I lost track of time. So, but yeah, so that happened. Danny sees Tonks out, so she's like, you have to let me out too. What, big girl? What? Hey, guys, don't go anywhere. Let me go let them go to the bathroom, and then I will be back. Question, do you still have the video of Sarah and her puppet? You know, I do. Whatever, we have every video on YouTube, so I haven't deleted anything. Let me go take them to the bathroom real quick, so don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Move that out of the way. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I need my shoes. Can't go out there without shoes on. See, these are the shorts I'm talking about, by the way, if you guys are wondering. These things right here. They are so annoying. But let me go take these dogs out. You guys ready to go home? Whoops. Sorry, Dodger. Come on, let's go potty. Come on, let's go potty. Come on. Ooh, girl. Goodness, you don't have to yell at me about it. I know it fell off. Can you tell me about it? Okay, seriously? Did you just go behind him? Or not? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Here. Could I please get that to go behind there? Is that a little bit better? I'm shutting the dog door. You guys have to stay inside. Because Danny and Winnie will just escape. Watch out. Alright. Boy. Alright. Come here, Denali. There you go. Ah! Crazy. What? Well, tell them. You talk to them. Tell them. They're the ones you gotta talk to. Hi, babe. Hi, big girl. You gonna tell them about it? Oh, good Lord. No, you can't jump down there. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's a 9-year-old. That's a 6-month-old. Come here. It's Denali. Come here. Crazy girl. Come here. What are you doing, Spazzo? You spazzy butt. You spazzy butt. What? What? This right here, you guys. This is my spaz of. Oh, I'm covered. Well, tell them. Yeah. You gonna talk about it? Well, come back up here. Ah, Tonks. Ouch, buddy. Ouch. Come here, Denali. Denali. You gonna tell them about it? You gotta tell them about your day? Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, big girl. Hi, big girl. She is huge, you guys. She's a big dog. Ow! Tonks really got me good. Ouch. His nail literally dug right into my skin right there. Ow! Okay, now I know I'm always covered in bruises. I'm getting plowed over by dogs that are almost as big as myself or bigger. Could you not lay on Winnie Bear? Danny, you're going to cause her to get mad at you. She's going to get mad at you if you do that. You know that. Little teeny Winnie Bear in the background there. This is every night. Like, my bed is always covered in doggos. Tonks, did you fall, buddy? Poor guy. Denali, get out of that. Ma'am, oh my god, that tail. Did you guys hear her tail? Holy crud. Her tail hits the air conditioning unit. Holy crud. Hi, babe. Hi. Oh, goodness, that was a good burp. That was a good burp. No, I don't want you to bite my hair. I don't want you to bite my hair. I don't want you to bite my hair, you big butt. You big butt. You got water all over your head now from doing that. Oh, look at these ears. Sarah and I laugh all the time about these big, huge ears of hers. She has the biggest ears for her head. It's so adorable. Aw. Look at these ears. Look at the size of those things and all her polka dots. We like your polka dots. Ah. And she tries to climb. Hi, buddy. She tries to climb in my lap all the time. She's huge. Ow, ow, ow. She got my back of my arm. But yeah, we still have like all of our videos. Denali, Danny, get off of him. You're going to start a fight. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know better. Has Sarah had any more? Well, she did have her ones before her period this time around. She had, we call it two because she had the one day and then she had a cluster. So it was where she had one and then another one right back behind it. Just as she was recovering from the one, she had another one right with it. The clusters we consider one counted as one. I don't know if that's medically correct, but that's how we classify it. She had the 2 days in a row. It usually works out like that with her period. but they're not like as severe as they were before. Like they're not so bad that she requires like intervention. They're at the point now where when she has them, you just let her get through it, and then she gets back to doing whatever she's gonna do. So yeah, she does pretty good. I think when I go to pick up Sarah, we'll take Danny with us. She's such a spaz though, and I think it'll do her some good to get out for a little bit. You guys, I'm not even kidding how big this, like, do you see how big she is? She's friggin'... Okay, now I'm being yelled at. What are you yelling at me for? Huh? What you yelling at me for? Don't yell at me. You gotta be rude about it. Oh. Godric, what the heck? Don't bite at the back of my arm, dude. I have to watch him. He can get mean. He has bitten me probably like 3 times already in the last couple of weeks. And he's not meaning it like in a biting, like mean manner. He'll mouth me like, but he nips really hard like with the tip of his teeth. And he's gotten me, like, I've already got so many bruises on the back of my arm right now from where he's gotten me a couple of times right back here when I'm sitting down, or where he's gotten the back of my leg. So, Denali, can I have it, please? Come here. Give me. Thank you. She actually brought it to me. I don't know where you keep getting... Oh, because Sarah's got stuff all over the floor over there. That's why. So... Oh, girl. Dan. Lay down. Lay down. Nope. Uh-uh. Ma'am. Godric, move. Move. Move, bud. Because she's just going to keep stepping on you. Danny, come here. Denali. Lay down. Thank you. Oh my god, this dog. She's so like, what is it? Something with a chickadee. Something with a chickadee, huh? Has Sarah ever came out of a seizure puking? No, she's never vomited out of a seizure, so. Aw, thank you, Caitlin. This little one right here, she's very high energy, so as you guys can see. The other dogs feed a lot off of her energy recently. So if I can calm her down, everybody else will kind of mellow out. But she is super high energy. Ow, ow. You can't bite, Danny. You have to be nice. Be nice. We be nice with Mama. But yeah, she has the highest energy of the entire group. So not only is she a puppy, but she's just super high energy. When I say she's spastic, I really do mean that. There's high energy puppies, and then there's puppies that, like Danny, who you have to kennel to get her to eat because she's so full of energy that she will not stand still or stay at her bowl long enough to actually eat her food. So I have to kennel her to get her to actually eat her food, so that she's kind of forced to stay in one space and eat. Oh, Marie. You wrote Murray. I need to get some food and get on some games. Hope. Absolutely. No problem, Yosef. Enjoy your games, and we'll talk at you later. What are you doing, sweet girl? Stay. It's time to calm. It's time for calm. Good girl. But yeah, as you guys can see, she is a very high energy baby and whatnot. So, but she does listen. You know what I mean? Like she's a good bit, like she's really well behaved. She's just very high energy. Other than she's a fence jumper and a digger. So she loves to dig under and she loves to go exploring. Though I have to tell you this, if I take her outside, right, with me, if I go outside with her and I go walking around, she will stay with me without a leash. She's got great recall. She comes to me without any issues. She does not take off from me at all. She stays right next to me when we're out. She may get a little bit ahead of me, but she'll stop, turn, and look to make sure she's not too far away. So she's a very good girl. Like, she's such a well-behaved girl. Other than if I'm not watching her, she will dig herself out of the yard, or she will jump the fence unless we have the 6 foot up. So we've got the 6 foot up finally, but she's digging, so I need to put the bottom runner around the fence line. Get that in, which I hate doing the runner. It's so much work because you got to dig up the ground along the whole fence line. Then you got to put the runner in, and then you got to bury it, which in turn disturbs the ground. And here's the other problem. This is going to sound super gross, so if you guys are grossed out by the thought of dog poop, just hang on to your britches. You leave that alone over there. You leave it. That is sister stuff. Leave it alone. So what you do when you do the runner, Dan, no, leave it. When you do the fence runner, we take and we dig it out, and then you lay the runner down underneath, right? Which is it's a harder metal stuff that is like a grated metal. You put it down underneath, then you take the dog poop, and you lay that along the fence line. Dogs don't usually want to dig where there's dog poop. So then you lay that along the fence line, and then you bury it. One, it will disintegrate with the ground, right? So it'll break down. But the scent of it will be under there. And the dogs don't want to dig. She likes to be with Godric. And she talks a lot. I don't know if you guys have heard her this whole time, but she talks, which is really funny. I get woke up to her talking to me in the morning. What you doing? So you do that, and I know that sounds super gross, but it prevents them from wanting to dig there. But even if they do start to dig in certain spots, they're going to run right into that hard grate, which does not feel good to their nails. So they usually don't do it. Hey, no chewing the carpet. No chewing the carpet, ma'am. You gonna go up there and lay down? Huh? You gonna go up here and lay down? Danny, lay down. Lay down. Yeah, I know. You're not supposed to chew the carpet, though. Can I see? Let me see. What you got? Okay. You guys, literally I've trained her to the point now where I can actually reach in her mouth, and she will let me in her mouth without a problem. Denali, come here. Lay down. Lay down. Thank you. Come here. Stay. You don't need to see what she's busy with. She's just rolling on the floor like a goober. Stand down. See how she gets super distracted though? Like she has so much what is it called? FOMO? She has fear of missing out? Yeah. Danny, no. Lay down. Stay. No. You're not missing out on anything. You're not missing out. He's just laying down right there. Winnie Bear's just gonna get her drink of water. No. You're not missing out on anything. I promise you that. You're getting all the love still. You're getting all the love still. She's like holding my arm down. What? You want to chew on that? I'm yum yum. I'm yum yum. All those teethers. You getting your teethers in? Yeah, you can get those teethers. You getting those teeths? All right, you guys can go look around. Stay out of stuff. Denali, get off sister's bed. Come here. Danny, no. Holy cow. Sarah left all her stuff out, so it's everywhere. And Danny is like, oh, this is stuff I can chew on. And it's the plug to her phone, her big headphones for her gaming. Everything's sitting out over there. She didn't put any of it away. So I have to watch it. You like Danny's heart shape, her butt shape on her heart? Now she's laying on it, so you can't tell. Most people think she's solid white until they notice that she's got spots on her ears. And then if she walks away from you, then you see her spot on her butt. But usually you don't see the spot on her butt. Look at the size of these two. Like I'm telling you, he's 80 pounds. He's a big dog. She's only 6 months old. She's huge. And she's not even done growing yet. She's got a long way to go. There you go. There's her heart. There's her heart shape. Really, Danny? Nobody wants to see you cleaning your girl bits. Good Lord. But there you go. There's her heart on her butt. That's her patch. But she's a big dog. Like, that's a 6-month-old. She's almost 7 months. She'll be 7 months on the 17th? 17th. So, she a big dog. That's a big doge right there. I don't have to worry about anything over there. She's going to try to go out the door. Nope, I closed it. You little escapee. You can't go out there by yourself. Yeah. You're not allowed out there by yourself. Because you don't know how to you don't know how to stay in the yard. Hey. Yeah, you can't go out there by yourself. Because you don't listen. You try to dig your way out. Yeah, I know. I know. You're telling me. But you're the one that digs. Those ears, though. Those ears, though. Girl, those ears. She's got ears for days. She may not have a hound dog's ears, because, you know, they get those long ones, but she got ears. She's going to sit on top of Godric, like always. She always starts a tiff with him all the time. And, of course, she's going to go mess with everybody. She can't just, like, chill out. So, she doesn't have any chill in her bones at all. Just, she has no chill factor. She is always going. The only way we can get her to chill out is if I lay her in her kennel. And then she'll chill out. Could you get off of him? Come on. Come over here and lay down. Careful. You stepped on him. Come here. Your big old booty stepped on him. He doesn't like that. Denali. Danny. Lay down, baby doll. I'm going to have to probably put her up because she's always all over the place. Let me go set her in her bed because otherwise they're not going to be able to relax. So, come on, Dan. Come here. Come here. Come on. Denali. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on. In. Go on. I know you don't want to go in there, but you're going to have to because you're not letting anybody lay down right now. Everybody else is trying to chill out, and you're, like, freaking out. There we go. So, she hates going in there, by the way, you guys. She'll go in there if I leave it open during the day, but she does not like going in there when I ask her to. But here's the other thing. At night, I have no problem. If I open that at night, she's like, I'm going to bed. Thank you, because that's where she goes to bed. She did have a bed in there. It is no longer a bed. She demolished it. So I'm going to have to get her another bed. Hey, Chris, how are you? You guys, I want to eat, but I don't want to eat that because it tastes like crap. I wonder if these are any good. I don't know. I'm going to try it. I don't know if they're going to be good. They're like dollar store cookies. I don't know. They smell really good. Doing pretty good now. Like, it's been a rough few days. That's why I took, I think altogether we took probably, I think almost a week from social media. Like, I took a time away from everything. Why did I get a message from that? I thought I wasn't following that anymore. We had kind of a really nasty bit that happened this week, and I took a step away from everything. One, because I needed to, because it was one of those things where you're just like, I can't do this. Yeah, so it's been about 6 days since we did any YouTubing or anything. I'm extremely mad, but I'm trying to contain it. Why? What happened, Chris? I was, that's what I was talking about on here earlier. I know, right? Tonks has some of the best expressions. I'm not even kidding. His face is super, super expressive. See, she's happy now because she realized that her bone is in there with her. I always chuck her bone in there when I put her in during the day. I'm going to try these, you guys. Okay, they're super hard. but they're really good. That is really, really good. That is so yummy. Okay, I can do those. I don't know about that honey bun though. I still have that funky coating in my mouth from that. And I don't know what's on that did that. That's kind of scary. Like, what is that has coated my mouth to this point? Like, we've been on an hour. Almost 2 hours. Because we've been live, an hour and 20 minutes. And this stuff is coated still in my mouth. Why would somebody say something like that? Like, what is wrong with people? Okay, that's a super hard cookie. Okay. Oh my god, I want to just cross my leg over, but my knee hurts so bad. I don't know what's I mean, I keep saying I don't know what's causing it. I know it's from going up and down the stairs, but Jesus, come on. I shouldn't have that much pain in my knee just from going up and down the stairs. Look at that face on Danny. She's like, dang it. Kind of had to put her up, though. If you notice, now that she's up, everybody's calm, right? Even little teeny weeny weeny. She is such a tiny little thing. But, we'll know here pretty soon what's going on with Tay. So whether or not he's going to be coming back home or not. But once he's figured out what they're doing, Godric will be going with him. So, yeah, I know, Chris. Like, he's a baby. Why would somebody wish something like that on a baby? You know the worst. Here's the thing, and I'll give you a little tip. Thing called karma. When people behave like that or say nasty things like that, there's a thing called karma. You ain't got to do a dang thing for it. It will come of its own. So I would hope it's not COVID, because I don't wish that on anybody. But when you make statements like that, karma comes about. And just saying. But with everything that happened over this past weekend, and with the GoFundMe, I can tell you this right now. I will never set up a GoFundMe again. Ever. I don't care how desperately in need that we are. I will never set one up again. If anybody ever feels the want to send us any sort of financial or monetary type thing, you can always DM me and I will share our PayPal info. Other than that, I also have Cash App, but I don't really trust Cash App, so to speak. So I only have the Cash App because of a friend who wanted to send me something and all they had was that. No, Chris, we've been talking about stuff right here from the start. That was the whole point of me being on here today, was just chatting with you guys and what happened over before the weekend hit with the whole. I set up a GoFundMe and it didn't last no more than like 10-15 minutes. I think I had the GoFundMe up no more than 15 minutes before I yanked it off the page, off the site. We have a couple of people and they're probably watching this right now, and I don't even care, that immediately when I start putting a video up, they immediately post something negative on it or hit the thumbs down button. Almost every single time. I will never ever tell my brother what happened because I don't want to burden him. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. This is between you and the ex-friend. And that's just the ex-friend just being dirty and horrible to you because of whatever broke up your friendship. So them saying something really nasty like that is their way of just being horrible. I honestly, I wouldn't even read any more into it. I would brush it off and let karma do whatever is going to happen from there. But don't stoop down to their level and don't let them crawl under your skin. I let that happen over. For me, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't the statements that were made. Godric, could you not? It wasn't the statements that were made. No. Tonks doesn't have any ticklish spots. Neither does Winnie, but Godric does. Godric has a good ticklish spot, and so does Goofy over here, little Dan. She's so tired, but she never will sleep. She doesn't check out. But what would trigger them to say something like that in the first place? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Saying those statements means the friendship was already broken before that statement was made. So you got an infection in your foot? That's horrible. But that's the kind of the whole thing of today. We've been talking. Oh, good Lord, Caitlin. I hope you got a tetanus shot. So like for me, like I said, I will never again set up a page because the people that watch us like a hawk, which I don't understand, like there's so little time in the world and you're not here for very long. And there's so, like, especially now with the whole everybody in lockdown, there's not much you get to enjoy in life. So why would you spend your time stalking the page of someone you don't even like? I could care less that you don't like me, especially if you're watching this. I could care less. Hey, Grant. You know, if you don't like me, that's on you. That has no effect on my day-to-day life. I'm still going to be living my best life. I'm still going to be up in here cooking my meals. I'm going to still be up in here playing with my puppy dogs. I'm still going to be up in here streaming. I'm still going to be up in here moderating streams for other people. Still going to be up in here, you know, eating my cookies, drinking my energy drinks that I like, because I don't give a crap what you think. It's not going to affect me if you don't like me. Okay? So, let's just keep that in mind. You can hate me all you want. You can be nasty and comment in the comment section all you want. Ain't nobody else in this list of people that are amazing that are going to see those nasty ass comments because they ain't never hitting the page. So you're talking literally into a void, right? You're coming into the void and you're shouting into the void and ain't nobody hearing you. So, I already know your names when I see your pages pop up. I don't even read your comments anymore. I just see your name and I immediately delete the comment. So, I don't even read it. So, just so you knows, you can come in here yelling into the void. Oh, by the way, I also know who you are on Twitter. So, you can keep saying the dumb crap you say whenever you want to. It gets deleted. It doesn't even get read anymore because your handles on your accounts are pretty similar and your cadence in the way that you've spoken has been pretty similar. So that's the thing is people don't understand. Even if I'm not talking to you face to face, saying Chris and Grant, yep, Jamly for life. And that's why I said I have Jamly shirts if you guys want them. But here's the thing. When people type, people have a rhythm and a cadence in the way that they type. Back in the day, you could actually tell someone's infliction. You could tell someone's infliction in their voice by the way that their cursive was written, right? Whether or not the cursive got really bold, whether it got larger, whether it got stretched out more, because when you hand wrote things, you hand wrote in the way that you spoke. Well, people have those same cadences when they type, with the choicing of their words, the placement of their words. Everybody chooses the way they type very differently. The way that the choices in the words that they pick for what they mean to say are very obvious. So it becomes very obvious after a while who's speaking. So you learn these things. Um, and you kind of like certain people, you see things that they type and you just go, bye. Other people, you see what they type and you take a moment to reread it because you know that they have trouble typing or they have trouble putting words together. And so you take the time to pick it and pull it together so that you know what they meant to say. But it's really, really easy now to pick out the people that you know are not part of the Jamily. And then when you see a very new name come in and you read through one of their comments, you'll know from start whether or not they're genuinely like true to be there for the Jamily or whether or not they're just being there to be a troll. And I'm going to put it this way. I welcome in the haters and I welcome in the trolls because here's the thing. Here's the funny part. You hate me enough to pay me. So thank you. And that's the thing that is so funny is that in the end, the creator that they're hating on is actually benefiting from their hate. So they're coming in, they're being hateful, they're making nasty comments that never get seen by the community, and we're making money off of them. So every time they do it, they're actually feeding into the fund that's going to go to a charity. So, thanks. Thank you. You guys are freaking awesome. Keep them coming. Keep coming in, keep hitting that button, keep hitting that watch button, because when you do it, and then they take what they watch here, and they're going to go over to, you know, Moms of YouTube or whatever, Mama Drama or whatever, YouTube Mama Drama. They have like some dumb, stupid ass website. And they go on there and they make all these nasty comments about YouTube moms. I used to go in there to read it. I don't even follow the page anymore. I don't even go and check it out. It's so like not even worth it. But some of the stuff they come up with is pretty like, I mean, great for like, if you wanted some like late night drama type stuff that they create. It's so funny. Like, let's make a fucking TV series, guys. Sorry, pardon the language, but let's go make a series, because the stuff they write on there is, I mean, like some of the stuff they come up with, you're like, where did they, wow, they are really demented in their heads. They really should be writing movies because they're pretty damn creative. Props to them on the creativity. Let's make a, like, you know, like the Real Housewives of whatever, like let's do like the Real Moms of YouTube. Let's do like a whole TV series, and they can just pick people to play the roles of everybody, and then I want to see how they portray it. I would love to see that. I think that would be super funny. I don't really care either way. I'm kind of like your low income, you know, for a better lack of words, the poor mom. Oh my gosh. I literally just got a message from my baby sister who I haven't spoken to in over a year. I'll message her back later. I actually sent her a message telling her happy birthday on the 2nd, because the 2nd was her birthday. Makes her 37? Oh, absolutely, Chris. Oh, what, Caitlin, you didn't know about the YouTube mama drama? It's like, literally, I'm not even kidding. The stuff they write on there will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. Yeah, who knows? The first time I read through some of it, I literally was in stitches with laughter, because I was like, where do they come up with this stuff? They had things on there about Cullen, like Katie from Cullen and Katie, Ellie from Ellie and Jared. Oh, there's so much about Missy on there. Don't even get me started. There was even stuff on there. I don't know if you guys ever watched the Bray Tayleys. Their son passed away. There was stuff on there about their mom. There was, oh gosh, there's so many on there. You should see what they say about poor Rochelle from Rochelle and Justin. Rochelle is a great mom, and I don't want to hear nobody's stupid crap about that, because Rochelle is amazing. It's 91 there. I don't even know what we are right now. Hold on, because we're supposed to get really high up today. This thing is never correct, by the way. We are at 102 right now. 102. Oh my God, Bella's expression in that picture is life. She's literally a mood. Which one, Caitlin? I watch Rochelle and Justin. One, because their babies are so cute. Oh my God. Like Emma, I can't with Emma. Like, honestly, the cutest kid. Like, seriously, those cheeks, that red curly hair. Like, she is just a doll. The twins, oh my gosh. That's what I said, Grant. I don't get it. Like, it's so funny. Misty! Oh my gosh, Misty, how are you? Long time not see you in chat. How are you? Yeah, I don't know, Grant. I don't know. But all I know is that it is, oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I used to watch them all the time. And then, when their son passed away, it was like really, really hard to keep watching. I went back and watched for a while longer with the girls, but I know that watching the little ones grieve and their grieving process and whatnot was really, really difficult for me, because it just brought up a lot of, like, when my sister passed away. So it was really, really hard for me to watch all that. Yeah, girl, bye. Right? It's just so fun. And here's the killer part. All the people that make all these nasty comments on that website, the people that created that YouTube Mama Drama, are all women. It is women bashing women. Dustin, what? Han. I don't know what you're trying to say. Tetanus shots? They're like any other, like, shot that you get, where when you first get it, it stings at first and then it's kind of achy, but nothing really bad. Right? But that's the thing is, as a woman, as someone who identifies as a woman, who's also genetically born a woman, like, not born a woman, born a female, of the female gender, or not gender, female scientifically, right? So science-wise, genetics-wise, birth-wise, and by choice, my chosen gender is female. I am a woman, okay? I choose woman. And to have other people who identify and choose to be a woman bashing other women when we're already struggling enough to be accepted as is, to be accepted as a woman, and to have people bash you, have other women bashing women instead of women coming together to uplift other women, it just blows my mind. Have you ever laughed so hard? Oh my God. When I read some of that stuff, I could not help but laugh because of how absurd the stuff is that they try to come up with. Yeah, how the hell do you think we feel? Yeah, exactly. This is so funny. Yeah, it is, like, it's one of those things where when I read through some of the stuff that they said about, like, Ellie and Jared, like, not Jared, they don't even talk about Jared. The stuff they said about Ellie and the stuff they say about Missy, one, because we've met them personally. Missy and Brian we've met quite a few times. Ellie and Jared we've met twice. And I can tell you, the stuff they say about these people on that website is absolutely absurd. One, meeting Brian and Missy and the several times we've met them and the times that we've interacted with them and the days, we spent an entire day with these two people. They are the most humble people. Yeah, they can come across sometimes on camera as very, like, show-offy every now and again. And I've seen that. But I also know that that's not what they mean by what they're doing. Sometimes you just get excited and it can come across as kind of, you know, in a show-offy, in-your-face kind of manner. And that's not the intent. So sometimes you have to look at the person and not and what their intent is and not what is seen, right? People keep flooding your comments. But it's just one of those things where it's like, if you know somebody and you know what their meaning is behind something, you can see past the kind of skewed way it appears. Grant, you don't have to retract your statements when you make a mistake. Just let it roll and then you can just correct it later. You don't have to delete them. Oh, that tasted so bad. But I just don't understand where they come up with. Like, there's some things that they post and you just go, what? How? Or where did you come up with that? You know what I mean? Or how did you get that from that? Like, you go back and you watch whatever they're referencing and you see something. Like I said, I haven't looked at that website in 3 years. So I have no idea what's been said since that 3 years. And this was before, people keep flooding my YouTube comments. Oh, yeah. This was before they even had, like with Ellie and Jared, before they even got pregnant with Tommy. So these are comments that were made that I saw like 3 years ago and stuff. Before that, because I think Calvin was brand new the last time I ever read a thing on that site. And I look back at it and I'm thinking, where? How do you watch this and get this from it? You know, and then people talk about like how they've let certain people go or how they don't talk to certain people anymore because of this. This is like, you don't know. Why would you make an assumption like that? Some people just choose to go separate ways because it's just better for both of them. Some people are grown-ups. Singer Savannah. Hi, how are you? So some people just make choices to go their separate ways in life, right? Because it's just better for the both of them. Not because they have any ill will towards each other and not because they have any negativity for each other. It just seems to fit both of them better to go their own way, right? Perfect example, Charles and Allie Trippy. And I'm talking about Allie Speed, not Allie West, which is his now current wife. When Charles Trippy and Allie Speed were married and they chose as a grown-ass couple to go their separate ways, it was because of several factors. Now knowing, because Allie Speed is gay. Okay, she is a gay woman. She is with a woman. And that cannot work if you are gay and be married to a man, right? If you are a lesbian, you cannot be married to a man and make it work. It's not going to work. It's you lying to yourself. And as two grown-ass people, they made a decision together that their marriage was not meant to work out for the two of them. People went nuts. Okay, nuts. I'm doing really good, actually. Good, Chris. I love hearing when people say stuff like that. So, people went on bashing her to him, and people went on to her bashing him. And then people went after Allie West, who is now Allie Trippy, who is now also the mother of beautiful little Remy. And it's like, whoa, guys, take a step back. There are grown-ups in this world who choose to make choices as grown-ups without any ill will towards the other person. Sometimes people make choices for each other because it's for both of their best interest. Not because they hate each other, not because somebody did something that was so bad that, oh my God, we got to get the media involved. No, guys, it's because they're grown-ups and made a grown-up decision that shit didn't work out the way they thought it would. So, Yeah, see, there you go, Chris, and that's important. When you forgive them, it's not for their benefit; it's for your own. And that's a huge thing. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't worry about it, Grant. Let them flood your comments. And now, here's the thing with comments on YouTube: you have a choice on YouTube. You can hold all comments for review, which we do. So this way, you can look through it, and if it's negative comments, you don't even have to see them. You can put it all in the review box and then go through and you see like the people that you've come to know through your comment section. You can immediately approve their comments. And then if you suspect that maybe somebody might be a bit hateful, you can delete it or you can read through them. But you do not have to allow all the comments just to flood your YouTube channel. Especially if they're nasty or negative or rude or whatever. You have the power on your YouTube channel to dictate who gets to have a voice on your channel. And that's a really good feeling to know that they can be speaking all the nasty they want and it's literally just being spoken into emptiness because it's not being seen by anybody but themselves behind their keyboard. So yeah. Yes. And that's the thing is it's so hard to do. You're right, Chris. When you finally forgive somebody and let it go, it is the hardest thing to do. There's a person in my life that I have forgiven for all the nasty crap they did. Does that mean that I'm ever going to allow that person around me again? No. I will never welcome that person into my life again. I will never open that door again. That door is closed, locked, deadbolted, sealed with glue, put some Flex Seal on that sucker too. It's done. That door to that part of my life is completely closed. I even burned the bridge that reaches it. That person has been fully forgiven and they can move on with their life. I can move on with mine. Because I have no ill will for them. I really hope that their life is full and that they can go forward because that's an adult thing to do, but also it was healing for me to let go of it. I let go of it. It is what it is. So with that being said, that website cracks me up because people don't believe that people can be adults about decisions. And what is going on with my hair? It's like I can make a decision about my well-being. Oh, hi. Mary Fry. That was Mary Fry just uploaded a video for the Fry Life. So it's one of those things where your mind gets blown by the fact that these people make such a big deal out of adults making adult decisions, and they expect to make drama out of like normal adult behavior. So they take and try to make drama where drama isn't. It's like, okay, all I could is laugh at what you had said. Yeah, but it's the truth. Like, it's the truth. Bridges have feelings. It's not nice to burn them. Bridges are inanimate objects. They don't have feelings. So, Oh, thank you, Savannah. Yeah, Danny is over there sleep. I always do this wrong. Danny's over there sleeping because the only way to chill that little turkey out is to kennel her, which allows the other dogs to lay down. So if you can't see behind me, I'm so bad at this. That's Weenie Bear. That's Sarah's baby. That's Sarah's wee baby. She's only literally, you guys, if I pick her up, she's literally so tiny. And then, of course, Tonkies. And then Godric. That's Taylor's dog. Okay. Taylor's dog. Sarah's dog. My puppy. My Bubba's. Yeah, all you can do is laugh at what I said. Yeah. But it's one of those things where you just, you know what I mean? Like, it just cracks me up. I know. I love it. Bridges have feelings too. Don't burn them down. But yeah, it just cracks me up though that people try to make drama where there isn't any. And I'm like, why? Why? What are you getting out of this? Just a bunch of people, you know, talking and just being stupid, or everybody like, ha ha ha, guess what? I thought this. Oh my goodness, that poor puppy. She was just... Excuse you, could you not do your weenie licking right now? Sir. My hair is going to bother me because it's coming out of that little spot. I try not to take a brush through my hair too often anymore because my curls freak out when I do. So I try not to. Sorry, he has a bad habit of licking his self, and it's annoying. And dogs always find the most opportune moments to do something like that, and it's actually kind of funny. Oh my gosh, that spot keeps doing the same thing every time. It's so annoying. Can you just like put yourself back in there? Thanks. Right? Wow, Godric. That's just gonna keep popping out of there. I can tell. I can tell. Ow! There we go. A little bit better. Couldn't leave Charles and his wife alone. Like, Charles has... Yeah, and the thing is Charles has moved on. Like, he's been with Allie, Wes, for 6, almost 7 years now. This is 2020, so it's been a while. And Allie Speed has moved on with hers. She's a full-time Twitch streamer, amazing human being, and she's been with her girlfriend for a while now. But Allie is literally one of the most amazing people, like seriously, and she's moved on with her life. And I just wish people would stop trying to make drama where there isn't any. There is no ill will between the two of them. There is no, crap between the two of them. They have both made their adult choices and have moved on with their lives. Tonks is your favorite. Yeah, he's kind of I got a soft spot for that one right there. But then again, I've had him for 8 years. He's my baby. Like, that's my buddy right there. Like, that's my go-to run buddy. We go out, we do things together. He literally walks with me all over the property out here. I never have to worry about him running off anywhere. He stays with me the whole time. Danny's gotten really good about it, so I'm really glad that she has really taken to Recall and really, really sticks with me when we're out. Yeah, he used to do his little like whispers at the camera. If you've been here since the beginning of the stream, Denali came on and gave everybody a Tonks is mine. Yeah. But Danny decided to have a full-on conversation with everybody. She talks a lot. It's really funny. She's got a heck of a voice. You know what's the funny part is she does exactly what my old girl Akira used to do. And I really wish you guys had had a chance to really meet her. I think there's only like 1 or 2 videos of Akira up on our YouTube channel. When we first, like one of our very first videos we ever posted on the YouTube channel, which was with us for Christmas, and Akira's in that video. Oh my God, right, Savannah? Remy is literally one of the cutest babies ever. She's got like a perfect mix of Charles and Allie, like perfect, like perfection. Because you look at her and you see Allie, you look at her and you see Charles. There's like not one over the other that has got a stronger pull on that baby look-wise, because you see both of them through her. Like you can see each parent in her when you look at her. You look at her and you go, gosh, she looks just like Charles. You look at her and you go, nope, she looks like Allie. No, I see Charles too. And it's so weird because she's literally the perfect mix of both mom and dad. Beautiful baby. But yeah. So, you think what's so funny? Like all the stupid drama stuff, yeah, it's all good. But oh God, I really want my knee to stop hurting. What time is it? No. So I'm literally sitting here with you guys doing this because I have to kill time waiting for Sarah to get off work. I have nothing else to do right now. One, because it's too hot outside to even imagine going out there and doing anything, and two, can't do the task alone. And so it's a 2-person job because you have to have one person holding the stuff while you have another person attaching everything. So it's not a 1-person job. So I can't do it on my own. I gotta wait to have a partner. She's actually awake over there. But you guys, so like I said earlier, we were talking about stuff, and Sarah and I were talking about this too, because we went out and we finally got our new masks, and it comes with the filters. We can change our filters out. But we washed our masks. By the way, guys, if you're wearing facial masks and you put filters in them, you still need to wash the mask daily. Say that again, daily. We hand wash ours because machine washing them can weaken the material. So, 7 degrees out here. You want to share the love over here, Grant? Because it'd be 102 outside right now, and it's just going to get hotter today. But wash your masks because that's gross not to. But we bought new ones that we hand wash, and we bought charcoal filters for them, which is great. And it also is a good thing for Sarah too, because she does work with the public, and so she wears a mask all day. Sweet Angel's Nursery. Hey, how are ya? I think, if I'm correct, that's Felicia. I think so. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at the nursery ones. Hey Marie, how are you? I'm doing really, really good. Today's a bad day. I miss my dog. Can't believe he's put down now. I know, Caitlin. That's really rough. It's going to be a rough day. And you know what? Here's the thing. And I'll tell you, I don't know if you've ever been through this before. All right, Grant. Sarah's breaking the law. She's just too damn awesome. So she is busting her butt at work. Like, she works really hard, and she wears her face mask working with the public. Caitlin, I know that right now it's going to be rough, and it's going to always be rough. There isn't going to be a time where it's going to be easier. You just learn to live with it. There are days where I get up and it's me. Oh, it's Debbie. Hi, Debbie. Sorry, Debbie. There's so many of you now with like Sweet Angel's Nursery, Sweet Baby, something nursery. There's a few of you that are ones that are sweet and something nursery. So I have to get used to each one. And of course your guys' little icons are like this big on here, so I can barely tell. 88 degrees there. People in their like nice temps while we're at 102 outside right now and only rising. But yeah. But anywho, so guys, wash your masks, and of course, if you're using cloth masks, please wash those things daily so that they're clean. By the end of at the end of the day, hand wash it, hang it up to dry in your home, and just take care of it. And please, please, please wear your damn masks when you go out. And it's not about you. And I know that we probably should be saying it is about you, because when you tell people that it's not about them, it's about protecting others, then they don't care. But it honestly protects others and yourself. So wear your masks, because when you're wearing one and your neighbor's wearing one and the people in the store with you are wearing one, everybody's is protecting the air quality and the spread, the speed of the spread of COVID. So please, guys, wash your hands. Wash your masks daily. Daily. Not just like once in a week. Wash that crap every single day. Wash it, because that's something I don't think anybody has been saying about the cloth masks that everybody's running around with. Everybody's running around with these masks on, but nobody's washing said masks. Wash that crap. One, because the outside of that mask has been exposed to stuff all day long. Get home, at the end of the day, like what we do with ours, during the day while we're out and about, we take it and we set it in the car. At the end of the day, it gets brought in and washed, hand washed, scrubbed, because you need to. And wash it with a disinfectant, an antibacterial disinfecting soap, to kill all that junk on it. Yeah, Sarah has to wear one every day too at work. She wears one all day long at work. Which we have found one adverse effect that Sarah has run into wearing her face mask. And she's had 2 different face masks, still the same result. She is getting really bad chapped lips, like real bad. It was 100 degrees yesterday. Yeah, yesterday for us was 113. But we finally had an air conditioner, so that's good though. That's good, Debbie. Yeah, Sarah and I are going in now because neither of us have had any symptoms other than back in November. And so what we want to do is go get tested to see if we have the antibodies. And if we do, we can donate towards a cure, so they say. But I think the 2 of us want to go in and do a donation. I think it would be great if we can. We're just waiting for them to let us come in. We're waiting for our appointment. Because you can't just walk up in there. Yikes. Yeah, we're almost certain both of us had it back in November. Almost 100% certain we both had it back in November. I ain't never been that sick in my entire life. Like, ever. And neither has Sarah. I've never, as her parent, have I ever had my daughter that sick. I mean, literally scary sick. And of course, they just kept sending us home and telling us that it was just, because back then, we were just told it was a really bad upper respiratory infection. But yeah, so, because they test us for the flu, and pneumonia was one of them also, and both of those came up negative. So we didn't have the flu, we didn't have pneumonia, we didn't have the common cold, so the doctors chalked it up as a severe respiratory infection and sent us home. Sarah went through 1 round of antibiotics, it didn't do anything, but then she started to finally get better. I went through 2 rounds of antibiotics, nothing happened, the antibiotics didn't do a damn thing for it. And then I ended up having to stay at the hospital. I think it was like 7 hours trying to get breathing treatments to open my airway back up. Very, very scary time. I think Sarah ended up staying in the room with me during the last 2 weeks that I was sick because she was so terrified that I was going to stop breathing in the middle of the night because I kept on having these massive complications with breathing. So I was having to be on a face set nebulizer, not the mouth one, the face set nebulizer while I slept. For I think it was over a week that I was on that to get my airway moving again. Terrifying. But I was told it was a severe respiratory infection. I'm pretty sure now, when you look at everything in hindsight, that it was probably COVID back then. And I remember, because I was streaming, I had streamed even then, and I had no voice and I couldn't even talk because I was coughing and coughing and coughing and coughing so much. Is in the ICU with double pneumonia. Now she's on a breathing machine. Yeah, and that's the thing, Debbie, is that they, a lot of those things that people have been going through or whatnot, it doesn't even people aren't even getting tested out here for it until you have I'm in the hospital, I can't go home symptoms. And then you get some people who get tested, they find out that they're positive because they are showing symptoms, and they get sent home to self-quarantine. Which some of these people aren't self-quarantining. They find out they have it, but yet they're still leaving their house. They're still going out, knowing they're carrying the virus, knowing they're sick, knowing they've been tested positive, and they're still out and about. And that ticks me off. And some of them are going out without any protective gear. without any type of face shield or anything to prevent themselves from spreading it everywhere. No, the masks do not stop the spread of COVID. They slow it down. There's a difference. When you wear the mask, instead of it making it, like if you take the mask off and you're out and about and you're talking, like even right now, if we're out and about and you're standing as close as my monitor is to me now, you are for sure catching my germs, right? I put that mask on. Those germs are only making it about halfway between us before they start to dissipate down to the floor. You know, they're not carrying through the air as fast or whatnot as they were before. So a 6 foot distance with a mask on, we're protecting each other by having masks on. If we don't have masks on, or I don't have a mask on, but you do, and you're talking to me, I'm not catching your germs, but you sure as hell are catching mine. And your mask isn't going to protect you from breathing stuff in. Just an FYI. If it gets in the air and it's around you, it's on your mask, it's on your skin, it's getting on you. Wear your damn masks, people, and stay the hell away from each other. Give yourself a 6 foot gap. Stay away from each other, more than arm's length, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine, and you will also help prevent the spread of it from person to person. You'll slow this crap down where it's at. But no, nobody wants to listen. I can't breathe with a mask on. I have a breathing complication. Shut up. Surgeons and nurses wear these things all day. Essential workers are wearing them all day. My daughter being one of them, and my daughter is an asthmatic, and she wears one all day. I'm an asthmatic. I wear one when I'm out and about. The first couple of times you wear it, does it make you feel a little claustrophobic and you feel like you can't breathe in it? Absolutely. But if you actually take the time to test your pulse ox, your oxygen level, you will find you are totally fine. You just feel hindered. That feeling will subside the longer you wear the mask. It will go away and you will feel fine. Just wear your mask. Okay? PSA. Wow. Debbie, I'm sorry. That's a lot of people. I know that I talk about Jay on here. And Jay is now, as you guys know, he's dealing with cancer. And his doctor's having him come in and test again. But they're pretty sure he has now caught it a second time. He's already had COVID the first time. Weeks of recovery. Had to stay in the hospital for a while. It didn't look good because he is dealing with cancer on top of that. He's on chemo on top of everything. He finally got released home. His job has him working straight from home. He's not allowed inside the facilities. And now he's got the exact same symptoms again. He's been without any symptoms for the past 7 weeks. And now he's got symptoms all over again. And the only contact he's had with anybody from the outside is the people that bring the groceries. And they don't even have contact with him. They do a drop off. And somehow he's now got symptoms again. So we should find out here. He said he'd message me later today if they're going to admit him to the hospital again. But yeah, he's already dealing with cancer and already dealing with chemotherapy. I can't even imagine right now if he was taken because of this. Because people don't know how to wear their masks and people don't know how to wash their hands. If you are somebody who works with the public and you are somebody who is delivering people's products and you know you're going to be touching their stuff, COVID can be transferred on objects. If you are not washing your hands and you are not sanitizing and using, I carry a bottle of, Jesus, I mean, I carry a bottle of hand sanitizer with me. So when we go in and out of stores, before I do anything, I put hand sanitizer on before I grab a door handle. When I use my card, if I have to hand it to the clerk, before I hand it to the clerk, I put hand sanitizer all over it and hand it over. because this way the card is sanitized. They're not catching anything from me. My hands are sanitized in the process. I'm handing them a sanitized card. That sanitized card will stay sanitized for, even if it's only a good 20 seconds, it's still sanitized, and it's not going to, we're going to kill any germs in between the passing of the card between each other. It's so important to remember that if you are dealing with the public, please sanitize so that you aren't catching something and you're not passing something. Yeah, we do the same thing. Anything that we have delivered in the mail, we use sanitizer and sanitizing wipes and Clorox wipes to wipe it off before bringing it up to the house. Or we sanitize it down, we tear open the package, pull out whatever's in it, sanitize it down, and then bring it up. Because we do have the big area downstairs where we can, like, the big trash cans and stuff are down there. If you guys have been on here and you saw the other live, I showed you kind of like how the setup is here. So we go out onto that way, and you go out onto a big, what we call a big deck, right? Like a lot of the houses up here have rooftop decks. So we're on a rooftop deck, and then if you cross the entire deck, then you go onto the roof of the main house. But in between us is just that deck, and then underneath that deck, it's a big L shape, is a big enclosed patio, which is between our, like, because we're on top of a 3-car garage. So the 3-car garage is underneath us, then there's a massive enclosed patio, and then the main house. So you come through the enclosed patio to get to the 3-car garage, and then we're on top of it. So we're in the studio, which is going to be converted into, what I'm going to try to do is make it into a 2-bedroom. Later on down the road, the 2nd bedroom can either stay as like an office/guest bedroom. Nicholas, say save to? I don't know what that means, but okay. I can't tell what that means, so. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, just people wear your masks. It's so important that you do. But yeah, so. It's already 12 o'clock. So I gotta leave in like 30 minutes because it takes a half an hour to go down to get Sarah because of where we're at. Yeah, living up here on this hill ain't no joke. Coming down to town, it's like, I don't want to, because it takes so long. It's, for me to go, like, all together every day that she goes to work is a 2-hour drive. I drive down there, half an hour, drive back up, half an hour. Drive down there half an hour to pick her up, and drive back up half an hour. So I spend 2 hours of the day driving just to take her to and from work. You guys, literally, I'm not even kidding. I ate that much of the cookie, and I only took the 2 little bites of this thing. I don't know what is on this that literally left a film in my mouth. I have not even ate this. This is, what do they put on this? I want to know. What is on this thing that leaves a nasty, weird, waxy crap in your mouth? It coated the entirety of my mouth. Someone please fill me in. Like, why? Why? And all the poopy dog. Look at Winnie. Wait, look how she's sleeping. She's completely on her back. Tonks is protecting her womanhood over here. Oh, now we got Godric doing the same. Oh boy. You guys. Jesus. Do you hear how loud that is when she moves around in there? She was doing that all night last night. All night. Speaking of which, I didn't tell you guys. I don't know if I told you guys about this, because I don't remember if I told you guys on here or not. So, as you guys know, we have a dog door. You also know that we have 2 cats. Mocus is over there sleeping. We have Mocus and we have Bella. Mocus, not the smartest one in the bunch, right? She's kind of a little bit of a ditz. Then you got Bella. And Bella, one of her favorite things to do is go hunting. Bella's really good at catching mice, okay? So, she has on several occasions now brought us in a couple of live mice that she decides to toy with until she kills them inside the house. So, the few nights back, sound asleep, right? Sound asleep. I get woken up to a mouse running across me. Now, you want to know how said mouse got on my bed? Bella. Bella brought me a mouse and sat it on me in the house. Now, of course, I flip out. I'm not scared of mice, but I'm sound asleep, and now I've got something running across me. I flip out, I jump up, mouse goes flying off the bed. Bella chases said mouse, grabs it. I get Bella to go out the door with said mouse, okay? Get the light on, because I'm at this point freaking out. Turn the light on, and she has also left me 3 more dead mice. So altogether, she had managed to kill 4 of them, because she did kill the one she had dropped on me, and she killed it and left it outside the dog door. This cat, now, because I think I scared her enough, I have Sassy and Pierce, Kelly, oh, your cats? Yeah. And so, I think because I startled her enough about the other mouse that she sat on top of me, she hasn't been bringing them inside anymore. So now she's bringing us the mice, and she's leaving them at the door. Thank you. And we wake up every morning, to at least 4 or more mice sat by the front door. Bella is a busy kitty at night. Now, why do you have so many mice, may you ask? We actually got asked this the other day. We have a lot of mice because we live in the high desert. We also live in the mountain with a lot of land up here that is just empty. There's nobody living on it. It's just open range for the animals to roam. We have lots of coyotes up here. We also have burros. If you don't know what a burro is, it's like a wild donkey. They look like donkeys, but they're kind of, I don't know what would be the best way to describe them. If you look at a donkey and a burro side by side, there's some very noticeable differences. But for the most part, they're a wild donkey. So there's that. So if we actually wanted to, if I wanted to get some of the burros to come up here into the yard, I would just have to put out some bird feed, or some hay feed, and they would actually come out of them. They would actually come up here and actually sit out here and eat. But the wild ones are a little bit more standoffish, so you have to really watch out, like when they're out and about, because if they startle, they could hurt themselves, and you don't want them hurting themselves. But we got the coyotes, and the coyotes come in massive packs out here. And with that, you have ground squirrels. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a ground squirrel. They're really, really cute. And then we have kangaroo mice. And the kangaroo mice, or kangaroo rats is what they call them, are super small. They're about yay big. They've got very big back legs, which is why they hop everywhere versus running. So they're about yay big size-wise, body-wise, and then they've got a tail that sits about this long, and on the end of their tail is this big fluffy poof ball, right? It goes like all skinny and then poof at the end. They're really, really freaking cute. Not even kidding. They are the cutest little things. But they are in mass amounts. We live in Arizona. So yeah, we're in AZ, and it is hot here. Put it this way, we are like, when it comes to like temperatures, our area where we're at is like second to Death Valley. So if you look at like the listings for like Death Valley, then you've got where we're at, gets right there with Death Valley. There's some days where we're actually hotter than Death Valley. but Death Valley has more consecutive hot days than we do. But yeah, so that's a thing. I just love that he's protecting her girl bits from being shown by, like, his leg is literally covering her. It's so funny. And of course, Dan sleeping on this side of the kennel, like, or this side of the kennel, on her back, of course. We get about 9 days of rain out of the year, Savannah, like maybe 9 days. And that's only during monsoon season, which is right around February, March. We get a lot of the rains. Yeah, right around end of February, March, we get a ton, like the 9 days worth of rain. It'll be like big bursts, so it equals out to about 9 days. And when they say days, they don't mean like one day we get a little bit of rain and then the next day maybe some rain. They mean as 9 days. So when you equivulate, that made no sense. When you equal it out, like when you do the mathematics of it, you can add up the hours of rain that we get, and it equals out to about 9 days roughly. Because there'll be a day where we'll get like a big burst of rain and it'll only last like 10 minutes. And it'll, like, we had the one day where it rained so hard, but it only lasted about 20 minutes. I mean, torrential downpour to where it flooded the streets and everything. And it literally lasted only 20 minutes, and then we didn't see rain again for another like 4 or 5 days. But when it poured in that 20 minutes, it was enough rain that our ground is so hard here, like the ground surface is so hard here, the water doesn't like absorb into the ground, it just sits on top of it. And so, which is why it makes it so hard to garden out here or to plant out here, because the ground is so hard and filled with rock and hard surfaces. So you really have to like till it and add like extra soil to it, all that kind of stuff if you ever want to actually garden here. So yeah, it's really, really dry weather here. And I laugh when people are like, but it's a dry heat. Okay? But so is an oven. You don't want to stick your head in an oven. You know what I mean? Like, so when it's hot here, like when it hits the 100 degree mark and above, which we get 120s plus, you open up your door to go outside and you're like in the air conditioning, and then you open your door to go outside. It's literally like you're opening your 400 degree oven and taking a deep breath. It hurts. Debbie, we're all the way at the top of McCormick. So no, you guys are all the way up, like what? You guys are up, it's not Highway 95. It turns into what, 68? Highway 68? Something like that, right? But yeah, you guys stay on the 95 and go all the way up. We are on McCormick. So when you get to McCormick, you turn, and we're all the way at the top of McCormick. Like, you take McCormick all the way to the very end, and then you have to turn right to continue up like the backside of McCormick. So we're way the heck all the way at the top of there. If you're not from here, you won't know what I'm talking about. Debbie knows what I'm talking about because she lives here. But McCormick is, 120 degrees. Yikes. Yeah, it gets hotter than that. So I think, what was it, Debbie? I think 2-3 years ago we had a 138 was our record-breaking high. That was the year that we had our above ground pool set up and got burnt by our above ground pool because it was the 2-foot top surface of the water was literally boiling hot. You could not get in the swimming pool. We tried stirring it up, like taking the big, huge, we had the massive above ground pool back then. And we tried to stir up the top, like the water, to get the colder water from the bottom up to the top. It didn't work. The water was so hot you could not get in the actual swimming pool. But yeah, I think our record high that year was like 138, and it was hot. Like, it was bad. Like, we couldn't even walk outside with sandals on because you actually felt it melting your shoes from the bottom. That's what it felt like. You could feel the heat right up through your shoes. It didn't matter. I wore thick tennis shoes that one day, and you could feel the heat coming right through your shoe. It was It was bad. It was so hot. We haven't seen that kind of temperature since then, thank goodness. And this is the first time we haven't been, like, it's already, what, second week now of July? Going into the second week of July, and we still haven't seen 120 yet. Knock on wood. Because normally by now, we're already at like 124, 125. So we're so far, knock on wood, we're staying under the 115 mark. We'll see. We'll see how well that does. I'm actually kind of curious if the weather stays on the lower end like it's been. I'm curious of whether or not we'll actually see some cold weather for this winter. Don't know. You know, out here, 20 plus years ago, they used to get snow during the Christmas time, during the Christmas weather. Like Needles used to get snow during that time, and they haven't, like, we had snow that stuck up here on the upper mountain area in 2014. Like, it actually stuck to the ground up here, but not since then. And that was the year we had a really, really kind of mellow summer. Like, it didn't get very hot. So that's really, really weird that happened, because we haven't seen that since. So I'm wondering, with the fact that since everybody's been kind of in quarantine, I've noticed that our weather is very, very different than what it was when it was all nasty out. Ooh, I got to get going because I got to get ready to go down the hill. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here because I got to wrap this up and do all its authorization and approval. And then I got to go drive down and get Sarah. I'm going to leave the baby where she's at. I got to put those two in their bed because we can't leave them out when we're gone. Too many things for them to chew up in the hour that I'll be gone. You guys are amazing. Please, please, please do yourselves a favor. Wash your hands, sanitize, wash your face masks, but wear them when you're out. Please, please, I beg you guys. And please be kind. Be kind to each other. And just remember that there's people having struggles that you may never understand, and you may be struggling yourself, and you wouldn't want someone to be cruel to you during yours. So keep that in mind. Take care of each other, have each other's backs, and just be supportive. And if you can't be supportive, then just don't say anything. Just back off and stay in your own lane. Other than that, you guys, you're amazing and you're fantastic. And we'll see you in the next video. Sorry, Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. Bye, Chelsea. We're wrapping it up. We'll talk to you guys later.